police.
A Bellevue man held on $250,000 bond tonight. He's accused of recording his own lewd conduct in public more than 60 times, sometimes in front of children. Bellevue police allege a probation officer searched Matthew Gogarty's phone back in July. The officer allegedly found a video of Gogarty exposing himself to a child while inside a car. Gogarty allegedly told the officer he couldn't remember who the child in the video is or where it was taken because he was intoxicated. Gogarty is registered as a lifetime sex offender in Nebraska due to a military indecent exposure conviction in 2012. He faced another indecent exposure conviction in 2020 and a citation for public indecency at American Heroes Park in 2024.